Hello, my friends. How's it going? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of The Road to Glory, episode number 83. Today, once again, powered by my awesome sponsor over at Elgato. Now, we are well and truly into the holiday season, my friends, which means if you click the link down below, it will take you to elgato.com, and there's a gift guide over there, whether it's for picking something up for yourself or for a loved one. There are some awesome deals as well going on right now, and you know, you can go ahead, pick those up, have a setup that looks like mine, which I literally use every single day to create my content. Code LA5TY at checkout for a little saving, and of course, we thank Elgato once again. And we're going to head on in to today's episode, whereby I think what we're going to see here today is like 3 days worth of 6 p.m. content. I was a little bit ahead, and then we had a game on Wednesday night for Ipswich, and by the time I'd gone to that game, I had a couple of things go on during the day on Wednesday, which literally pulled my time away from doing the gameplay that I had planned to do. So, I mean, you'll see in the Rivals rewards in a bit that they are just the 15-point ones. I didn't manage to actually get up to the 30-point ones. No big deal. Who cares? Well, it doesn't really matter too much. And I didn't manage to play any of the Gauntlet either, which is still obviously active for another few days, so we will get that done. But the rewards from my Gauntlet, I guess, will be in the new promo that drops later on this evening. And is it called Unbreakables? Something like that. It looks like another, probably sort of a filler week, I guess, before we head on into the holiday stuff, which is the winter wildcards, of course. I'm looking forward to that. That normally does well, doesn't it? It normally is something that we all enjoy. And with a busy Christmas period coming up, trying to see family and, you know, relax and enjoy the holidays as much as possible. Yeah, just throw us a good load of menu content, EA Sports, for Winter Wildcards, please. We can deal with another filler week, but then when Winter Wildcards comes along, I want daily logins, I want daily play, all of this sort of stuff to maximize the amount of packs and cool players that we can have in our club. So, of course, we've got 2 new like SBCs that have obviously been out for 3 days now that we are opening here. We've got the 5 of 10 78 plus player pick, where you literally select half of the items that pop up in that player pick, of course, 5 out of 10. And also we have the 85 double instead of the 84 triple. But, of course, it costs a different amount of coins and stuff, and we're back to using Team of the Weeks again for that. It's an 82 rated squad with a Team of the Week, isn't it, for an 85 double, which... Is that as good a value as a bunch of rare golds and stuff for the 84 triple? Probably not, but we'll do our best to get some good stuff out of it, of course. Another Cold Moon player pick. I think we've got 2 of these in this episode here today. Can we get a W? Can we get a Dembele, a Liao, a Karchawi, a somebody else, I don't know, one of the valuable ones? Well, we could get a Mariona, who is actually about 35k as an 89, but we've already got her. And I mean, obviously, I think at this point, what's the date? The 12th. I think we've now had a week, haven't we, where we've had the 99 rated stats. I think they're going to disappear, or they might have already disappeared. So the Cold Moon 99 rated stat is now going to be gone. But the rolls remain, I believe, on the Ultimate Screen cards. So they'll now just settle in price and probably continue to drop over time as we get more and more good cards come out, you know, in other promos and stuff. You can imagine someone like a Liao that was once 1 or 2 million coins just be down at, like, I think I saw him at like 300 and something thousand coins. I imagine he'll be into the 200s at some point, and then get replaced by a better special item in the next, you know, month or so. You know what will happen, really, don't you? That is the cycle of Ultimate Team. So we are now chilling here with a Mixed League SBC. Is it the premium or is it the I think it's just the regular one. We get ourselves a little Dorgu. I thought I was going to be in the money there, but turns out he doesn't really go for much. I sold him for about 1,000 coins or so, but yeah, I just wondered if a player like that, I wonder if one of those silver Evos that came out he could fit into. Maybe he couldn't. Maybe he already had too many, like, good stats. I think he might have had too much pace or something. But yeah, we carry on. Small rare gold players pack is obviously what you want to open the most out of all of this stuff. And for me, it did not work out this time. But of course, being the mixed league SBC, it doesn't cost much at all, does it? You refill that fodder every now and again. And, well, yeah, even if you don't get anything, you've turned a bunch of players into a bunch of other players that you will use for fodder in different means. Now, my 1 of 3 84+ player pick just gave me 84s today, so we'll take a Chouameni. We'll just use it as fodder, though, no doubt. And then just a couple of little packs from Rivals. We get preview gold pack there, nothing from it. We'll take the consumables, though, of course. Then a 3 times 83. Oh, looks like it's not going to give me any walkout here. We get an 84 and 2 83s. And any Joga Bonito? No. Just a non-walkout. 84 rated Acerbi with a Bernardo Silva. There's a Rashford in there. We've already got an Evo version of him, haven't we? So, yeah. Nothing great from those. Then, of course, we have the 86+ campaign mix pack. We've got to do this, haven't we? We've got to give it a go. Got to see what we can get from it. An 85 rated squad and an 83 with a team of the week. Or there was one team of the week in there in total, I think. To see, they've got like FC Pro Live. I couldn't remember what the other, like the captains one and all that sort of stuff. Maybe it was a team of the week in both squads. It might have been, you know. May well have been. But 86+ campaign mix upgrade. Let's see what we can get. So, well, first we'll open a small Electrum. And just enjoy as the Di Maria pops up. Okay. But yeah, what are we going to get from this? Let me know who you got from this, by the way. Ultimate Scream, UEFA Prime Time. We see some sort of pink and blue tunnel, which to me is one of those captains, isn't it? We get a Scottish Real Madrid women's player who I know as Weir. What rating is she, though? 87 rated Weir. I mean, is that good? Probably not great, to be fair. For the amount of fodder we put into that, I'm going to guess that that is not one of the W's that you could pack. But we move on, and you know, it could have been anyone, couldn't it? Could have been one of the greatest players that we could have possibly got. What, probably worth millions. But another day goes by where, well, that's not happened for us today. So we move on to the next day's worth of 78+ player picks. We get Declan Rice. We do get a walkout in this one because these have been a very mixed bag for me. But like, I guess if you get one walkout in it, then it's been very much worth it. And then at the end of the day, if you could get a bunch of like 82 rated and above, that'll be handy for your 85 doubles. So you'll be able to turn this stuff into extra fodder. It's just a little bit of a long-winded way about it. Now, 5 of 10, 78+ player pick again. I see a Pickford, Rabiot. No walkout in that one. Shame. But there's always the next batch. Yeah, 84 is the best there. It's not ideal, is it? But what can you do? So we move on to the 85 doubles. I was already trying to build this, but I had no fodder at the time. So there we go. We now have the fodder. And let's submit. We'll open both at the same time. Are we going to see, firstly, the Joga Bonito tunnel? Are we going to see that? Secondly, are we going to see any tunnel? Oh dear, none of that. And then third, maybe there's a cheeky team of the week instead of just the gold 85s. Or is it just going to be as bad as it's just going to be about as bad as the pack can get? Okay. Moving on to the next one. Double walkout or something here, please. All right, we see the gold tunnel. Striker. That is going to be Gurasse, and then a double walkout, and I think I saw Atletico. So I was racking my brains trying to think who's an Atletico Madrid walkout. And then I had Oblak in my head, and I was just hoping it weren't going to be him. But it was always going to be him. He might actually be the only goal walkout. Is that true? Because Griezmann's only an 85, isn't he? Yeah, that is probably the only walkout that we could have got there. Cold Moon player pick again. I would just like to see something that we haven't already got. You know, there are a few big dubs that that's the sole reason why we're opening this one every day. Can we actually get one? You know what? 87 and Bumo. I'll take Brian. Unless we can get Dembele. Oh, no, we can't. Yeah, you know what? I'll actually take that. He's not very much, but it is a player I quite like. He's got a crazy left foot, hasn't he? I wonder what that pace will be when the 99 stats go. Hopefully, it will actually be up there near around the 90 mark. And it's something to work off of in the future. Power shot plus, maybe not the ideal. You'd want finesse on a player like Mbeumo, wouldn't you? But we take it nonetheless. It's one that wasn't a duplicate, and actually one of the more known and half decent cards from that. So yeah, no Liao, no Dembus this time around, but hey, can't complain too much. Now time for Thursday night's marquee matchups. Of course, always worth opening. We'll turn a bunch of, well, as low rated fodder as I can. I really did sit there and try to get the, you know, as many non-rares and silvers into my requirements as possible, because I know that coming out of it with more rares and higher rated cards is the way that this is profitable for us if we don't pack anything at all. Little minge there. Now, premium gold players pack for the big pack from marquee matchups does get me a tradable Joga Bonito tunnel. And I see Brazilian centre-back from Ligue 1, from Lille. That is going to be the man that we've packed one or two times here, I think, this week. Is 86 rated Alexandro, who, to be fair, is actually a very good card. But he is a whopping, are you ready for this? 25k. Yeah, I mean, you would imagine a card like that might actually be a little bit more than that, but I think there's so many good Evo centre-backs that people could have built and stuff by now that, yeah, he's not the easiest to link and stuff. Maybe if Neymar was still back in Ligue 1, that'd be useful because he's Brazilian. But yeah, there's not too many people I'm seeing rocking Alexandro. He's a great player for gauntlets, though. If you've got a little Ligue 1 squad going on or something, like him and Marquinhos at the back for gauntlets, I can see myself rocking that because I have that partnership somewhere locked down in my club. Now, we're on to the third and final day's worth of player picks and 85 doubles. Nothing much from the first one of those, so let's go again. See if a cheeky little walkout can pop out here. Come on, please. Open sesame. All right, Enzo, 83, 82, 82 again, 83, no walkout. 84 being the best with Enzo Fernandez of Chelsea. Now, it makes me wonder, are they even worth it? But at one time, you're going to open them, and they're going to be a good one, aren't they? So let's crack open for the final part of this episode, 2 of the 85 doubles. We've had 6 of these in the episode once we've opened these up, and we see a walkout. Not a Joga Bonito, but we see a walkout, and that is one of my favourite ones. One of the favourite ones. But it's a double walkout, but it was both Barca. It's on Abatia and her perfect link teammate. Aitana Bonmati. No, not Bonmati. It's Patry. It's 2 fodder players. She's not going to count as a duplicate, by the way, because we put a card design on her, and an embellishment, I believe. So yeah, we have a couple of Patrys in the club now, and then the final one of the episode is going to be a walkout tunnel again. Right wing, English. Ooh, Saka, and then I saw Barcelona. Maybe this time it will be Alexia Putellas or Robert Lewandowski. Either way, no big deal. No, yeah, we get to double 88 in that one, which is actually quite nice. And that brings us, my friends, towards the end of the episode. Are you looking forward to the new promo tonight? What did you overall think of Joga Bonito as a promo? Is it one that you would like to see come back? Have you managed to improve your squad much over the last week with it? I'm curious. Hit me with a thumbs up if you've enjoyed. Subscribe as well if you're new, and don't forget, all my links, including the Elgato link, is down below in the description. Have a lovely day, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.